Aurora is a champion in League of Legends. This one right here. The bunny from the Freljord, the Snowlands. Take that as you will. She's a good champion. Her abilities are pretty nice. She's a mage. She kinda dominates top lane if you're not playing against a ranged opponent. She's really good in mid lane, where all the mages are supposed to be. And she's really popular, for reasons we don't know. So first, we're gonna go through her abilities. First up, we have her Q. It's a nice ability, gives us a stack of the passive. We don't really need to read the rest of it. All we need to know is that it gives us a stack of our passive and scales with missing health, so low health enemies are going to take extra damage for it, which is super good for finishing them off. Next up, we have the W. The W is super useful, really good utility ability. It's going to give you a little bit of a dash, it's going to make her invisible, it's going to give her movement speed, and it resets whenever you get a takedown on an enemy. Super handy for team fights. You'll be able to bounce around, move around as much as you need to. Not a broken ability in any way, shape, or form. Next up, we have the E. It gives her a little dash backwards when you use it, and it slows the enemies when you hit them with it. It's really handy if you're disengaging from a fight or if you're catching up to enemies who are trying to get away from you. All around, super good. Then next is the R. Creates a circle on the ground, she can teleport around it, slows enemies, deals a bunch of damage, power creep bullshit. Finally, we have the passive. This is what we're going to be building around. All we need to know here is that it's a 3-hit passive, which means if you hit 3 attacks on an enemy, it's going to stack it, it's going to proc it, and it's going to deal max health magic damage, which is super good against tanky opponents. It'll blow up the small ones quicker. Another really good all-around ability. This has never been done before in the history of League of Legends. Now, next up we have the runes. You can more or less take whatever you want. Here's what I picked. On the left we have this press the attack rune page. This one feels more general purpose with the presence of mind giving mana, attack speed, everything you'd like in this mage that we're going to make an ADC today. You can swap that for lethal tempo in your keystone if your team that you're playing against is extra tanky. Press the attack will be good if they're a pretty balanced team. And over on the right side, we have the domination tree. Dark Harvest or Electrocute will be super good if the enemy team is really squishy. You'll just blow those guys up like they were never there to begin with. Just remember, Aurora is a good champion, not a broken one. You still have to use a little bit of skill while you're playing this build. Finally, the bread and butter of what we're doing today, the build. First up, we're going to go with Nashor's Tooth. Super handy for what we're doing. Everything we want in our items is here. Ability power, ability haste, attack speed. Delicious, delicious stats. The AP is going to make everything stronger, the ability haste will make it come out quicker, and the attack speed is going to give us way more autos to get that passive popping off as much as possible. Next up, we're going to buy the Berserker's Greaves. Self-explanatory if you play the game. If you don't, it's going to give us more attack speed and more movement speed, dishing out more hits and catching up to opponents when we need to. For our third item, most of the time we're going to be going Rage Blade. Here are the stats for this. 30 attack damage, not super useful. She doesn't have any scalings with that, but the autos will do a little bit more, which is handy. The ability power is going to keep scaling our abilities and our passive, and the attack speed is going to help us get more attacks off. The magic damage on hit is really nice, but the more important part of this item is the other passive, which gives us bonus attack speed when we hit our opponents, and if we hit our opponents enough, it's going to double up all of our on-hit effects. Super handy, proccing our passive way more than we deserve to. Afterwards, you can kind of build whatever you need to. Runes is pretty good for team fighting if you have to hit a lot of opponents at once, You'll spread your passive stacks around like it's nobody's business. You'll blow up the whole team at once, instantly winning team fights. Guaranteed. Terminus is super good if you need stats. If it's an even game, it'll give you more damage and more defenses in case you're standing in longer team fights, things like that. Wit's End is pretty good. It's going to give you more magic damage on hit. It's going to give you magic resistance if they have a lot of AP users on the team. More attack speed, tenacity, never bad stats. These other three, Seraphs and Shadowflame, are AP. They're not going to give us attack speed. But what they will do, in the case of Seraphs, is keep us alive longer so we can pump out more auto attacks. And Shadowflame will give us crit on all of our magic damage when they're below 40%. So all those squishy champions that you are already exploding are going to die even faster. And once you get those tanks low, they're going to be shredded and wonder where their health bar went. Muramana I haven't tested. It seems like it would be pretty good because of how much mana you'll already have. And using her abilities, proccing that, seems decent. Ultimately, go with whatever you like. Whatever the game requires is going to be more important than any of the recommendations here. And just remember, not a broken character. Like I said earlier, you gotta play with some skill. You can't just run it down. And finally, don't try this at home. Now, admittedly, I did play this game in the Swift Play mode. And as we know, Swift Play is buns. Either way, here are the stats from the game. I had most damage by about 3,000. That Vex was pretty hard to play against for sure. Her passive kind of counteracts my abilities. But in any case, have a good rest of your day. Please don't play this in your games.